There's a reason that when your girl was cheating on you with the dude she told you not to worry about, you know what she told him before she sucked him off? She said you're such a great listener. If you clicked on this video right now, it's probably because you think you're some lone wolf, mysterious, cool guy. You're not fucking Batman, you're not Satoru fucking Gojo, and you're not Peter Pan, alright? By the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly why that mentality is bullshit, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do and how you can actually be somebody who's social and, you know, make some kind of friends and connections. Because right now, you're lonely as fuck, bro. If you were to sit here and actually just be real with yourself, you're lonely as fuck. The only time that shit works is if you're already kind of known in a particular area. At that point, yeah, you can fucking put your headphones in and just, but you're not at that point, all right? We all have this idea that being Batman, being fucking Patrick Bateman, Sigma, that is actually not the right way to conduct yourself. It looks cool in the movies, but in real life, you just look awkward, you look like a creep, and you look like you could be a serial killer. That's why you're not gonna make any friends. That's why you're not gonna have any girls who wanna be around you, because you look antisocial. So there's 5 things that every dude needs to start doing right now. If you want to actually have a decent social life, because I don't know who you are, I don't know what your social life looks like right now, then here's what you need to do. Number 1, take your fucking headphones out. Oh, but my music, shut the fuck up. Shut up. You're not listening to anything good anyway. Your music taste is trash. When you put your headphones in, I know you notice this feeling, right? You put them in, you're just like, man. Things kind of feel like groggy, like blocked off. Your body language gets a little bit more tight, a little more closed up. You can't really tell what's going on here. You can't tell what's going on there. Nothing's really making any sense. You just feel like you're in a different world. Well, guess what? When you do that, you are literally filling your brain up with noise. Yes, noise. The brain can only handle so many different things at once. That's why when you scroll through social media and you fucking watch 10 million different reels, you can't think for shit for 10 hours later, right? Exactly. Because your brain is full of noise. And with it being full of so much noise, there's no clear pathway for any thoughts to flow at all. So imagine trying to talk to somebody in a circumstance like that. Imagine trying to hold a conversation. You can't do it. So number 1, take your headphones out. Once you do take them out, things are gonna feel a little bit more fluid, right? You're gonna feel a little bit more open. Your body language is gonna reflect that. You know, you can hear, you can think clearly. So now what can you do? You can make proper conversation, right? Great. That's number 1. What's number 2? Second thing you can do, you need to go up to one random person every single day, I don't give a fuck where you are, and give them a compliment. Now, why am I saying give them a compliment? Think about it. Let's say you're in the gym, right? Let's say you're curling, doing some kind of weight. And somebody just comes up to you and they say, bro, you're looking big right now, dog. Right, or however the fuck they say it nowadays. Right, they're gonna say something in that way. And imagine how you would feel. If you're being totally honest with yourself, bro, you fucking smile like to the bottom of your heart in some goofy ass, not gay way, but you know, just some goofy way where you feel kind of awkward, but you really appreciate it anyway. And you're gonna want to talk to that person. They're gonna be more attractive to you. Not attractive as in you want to date them or whatever, but you're just gonna want to be around them more. Hence the term attractive. So imagine how somebody else is gonna feel when you do that to them. It's the easiest way to get more friends. I remember, it's insane actually. I went up to this random dude in the gym. It's like one of the biggest dudes in the gym. His name is Nathan. Brolic Colombian dude, huge. We were in the locker room one day, me and my boys were just taking pictures or whatever. And he walks past. Keep in mind, we have had no conversation before this. We haven't said a word to each other. So you're thinking it's gonna be proper awkward and shit, right? You know? But I just walk up and I'm like, hey dude, bro, you're jacked. And then he smiles, he tells me his name. Me and my boy, we tell him our names, and it just goes from there. All of a sudden, this invisible wall that was in between me and this person has now been broken down over one simple sentence. Bro, you look jacked. The easiest way to get in the barrier of entry with anybody that you talk to. Number 3 is gonna be trying new things. Now, for this example, we're just gonna use the gym. Obviously, you can tell I live in the gym. I'm a pretty active dude, right? So let's say you're in the gym. Instead of lifting weights every single day until you're bored out of your mind and you collapse of boredom, take your silly ass down to the store and either buy some boxing gloves, or if you're broke, start doing calisthenics. Now, what's the point of this? No, it's not to build muscle. The whole point of this is to become a more interesting person. We live in a very boring world. Social media has completely engulfed people's minds. If you try to strike up a conversation with somebody, the only thing they can talk about is the last movie they watched, the last reel they watched, or the fact that they want to retire their mom and buy a Ferrari. That's it. That's all most people you're going to encounter are going to have to talk about. So what does that mean? No, you do not seclude yourself from the world. As tempting as it gets, what you need to do is become a more interesting person. Because when you become a more interesting person, you already have points of conversation that stand out from the average dumbass. When you're at the gym, let's say there's a girl that you like. Every other dude is in there doing this. That's all they're doing. So let's say you come out of the woodworks, you're doing handstand push-ups, you're doing Russian push-ups, you're boxing, you're showing off your skill, you know? That automatically puts you in a different category. Doesn't mean you're gonna get laid, doesn't mean you're gonna make friends, but what it does is it already gives you a leg up on the competition. You're already viewed as differently from these weird dudes who know how to do nothing but go to the gym, pick up a weight, and take a picture in the fucking mirror, right? You're already gonna be a little bit different from them. And that automatically just puts you in a more interesting category where if people do get a chance to talk to you, they're gonna be kind of like, hey, I've been wanting to talk to this dude. He's always doing something cool. I shit you not. One of my boys to this day, his name's MK. The only reason, and I hold this dude in such high regard, the only reason that me and him are even in contact right now, or even boys, is because every day I showed up to the gym, I seen him doing some outlandish shit. He's hanging upside down from the monkey bars, whether he's doing handstand push-ups, all this nonsense, muscle-ups with calisthenics rings, like, who does that shit? Now, in hindsight, it wasn't so impressive, but now that I go back and I think about it, he was different from everybody else. He was the only person doing it. So before I ever even spoke to him, I already had insane levels of respect for the dude. The dude was already a beast in my eyes, so going up and wanting to talk to him, it was like second nature. Like, bro, listen, you're gonna stop doing all this crazy shit, man. And then we just hit it off from there. Now this one is gonna be a little bit different. You need to be a little bit more curious about other people. I was on a $500,000 a month sales team, and I learned quite a few things from this venture. Not only being a salesman, so to speak, you'll learn that one of the most important things of communicating with people in general is that you just need to be more curious about them. People fucking love to talk about themselves. That's it. They love to talk about themselves all day and all night. They don't care about anything you have going on, at the very least, not at first, right? So when you're talking to that new girl at the gym, or when you're talking to like this new dude that you met that's like really cool, you maybe met him at a random spot, you guys just hit it off because of one of the other tips. First thing you need to do, and it's gonna seem like kind of sad, because it's like, at what point do people get to ask about you? That's gonna come, bro. But first, you just need to ask about them. In sales, whenever you're talking to a prospect, there's two things, right? You can never be mad at a curious person, and two, you're always going to like somebody who is curious about you more than normal. Nobody likes to hear other people talk about themselves. The moment you hear somebody use the word I in a sentence, you're just like, fuck. Again, yeah, I get it. What about me? That's how they feel. So whenever you're talking to somebody new, you know what's the most important thing you can do? Make what you talk about them. Let them talk about themselves. Let them share themselves with you. There's a reason that when your girl was cheating on you with the dude she told you not to worry about, you know what she told him before she sucked him off? She said, you're such a great listener. Because she had a chance to emotionally invest in this guy. He listened to the shit she said. All the dirty little secrets she told him about your relationship, bro. He listened to that. And she paid attention to it, and she appreciated it, right? You need to give people a chance to emotionally invest in you by just listening to what the fuck they have to say. The more about themselves that they share with you, the more they're going to like you. It's like a primal form of connection. Oh, I've told this person everything about me. Now I like them. So be more curious about other people. It's going to be sad at first. You're going to be a little frustrated, like, when the fuck are they going to talk about me? Just, do you want friends or not? People who are going to be your friend and good friends in the long term will get to a point where they want to know about you. The people who just want to talk about themselves all day, great. You made the connection, now cut it the fuck off. And the fifth one, now this is going to be the longest one, and I might make a separate video about it. Don't tell me if you guys want it or not, because I don't give a fuck. You need to be yourself. Now when I say be yourself, I don't mean do what you've been doing. That's the whole point of me making this goddamn videos, because you're wrong. You need to be the best version of yourself more. You need to be having more fun. You need to be enjoying who you are as a person, doing the things you like to do, acting the way you like to act, using your own mannerisms, right? but just don't be childish while you do it. This breaks down into a very, very long soliloquy that I could present in this video, but then it'd be 50 minutes long. One, there's two key things I learned. One, you need to smile more. Now, why do I say that? Number one, smiling helps the body and the mind reduce stress naturally, and it also makes you more positive. It fills you with a more positive energy. And if you've learned anything about negotiation or sales in the past, there's this book called Never Split the Difference. I highly recommend you read it. It always suggests that you speak to people in a positive and playful, upbeat tone. You come across more fun. You come across more exciting, more engaging. People want to be around you because you're fun and they're boring. So one, you smile, you're automatically in a more positive mood. You can think quicker on your feet. That's actually scientifically proven. People who are in a more positive state of mind can think quicker. They can think quicker than the average dipshit, because when you're depressed, you can't think quickly. You're just upset. You're stuck. There's like this cloud over your head, this weight's on your body. But when you're positive, when you're happy, you're just like, like you're upbeat. You can move. You can think. You want to do this. You want to do that. You want to do more things. You want to live life when you're positive. But when you're sad, you just want to chill and eat your cereal and your cornflakes and watch your porn. When you're sad, that's all you want to do. So imagine trying to talk to somebody while you're in that state of mind of being so sad. It's never going to fucking work out. So smile more. It's going to make you more positive. Right? Number two, never try to copy somebody else's sauce. This ties exactly into what I say, being the best version of yourself. When you guys are on this journey of self-improvement, the first thing you think to do after watching a couple of YouTube videos is to completely copy everybody that you fucking seen. I've made that mistake myself, and that's why I'm going to tell you, if you do that, you're a dipshit. You can never effectively copy somebody else's sauce. It's just not possible. It's against the rules. You just can't. And I'll tell you that for two reasons. For one, eventually your arsenal is going to run out. All their pickup lines and all their game and all their sauce and all their shit they would say, it's eventually going to run out because you're not them. They can keep generating until the day they die because that's who they are as a person. They think of that anyway. So it's automatically going to come to mind. But you have to go watch a YouTube video every 3 days to think of what you're going to say. It's just not practical. And number two, when you do copy somebody else's sauce, let's say it does work for you. Let's say you make some friends while copying somebody else's style. Eventually, the real you has got to come out. And when it does come out, you're going to be very disappointed in the results you get, because you're going to lose everybody you've got by being a copycat. Because the real you is going to turn them off. They're not going to be anything, they're not going to be anywhere near you, because that's not who they were even promised in the first place. Boom. So if you couple that with the fact that if you do manage to pull this, or let's say you don't pull it off. Let's say you don't pull it off. Now you've completely copied somebody else's sauce. You suppressed yourself deep down, and it didn't even work. So not only were you inauthentic to yourself, you literally suppressed your own personality and didn't get rewarded for it. So it's just going to shoot you down this negative spiral that honestly can never end unless you consciously make an effort to fix it. I know, because I've done that multiple times. Whenever I was doing sales, I would listen to some of my I guess you can call them coworkers, but my fellow salesmen, I don't fucking know what to call them. I would listen to their calls, and automatically, let's say I was doing bad that week, I would try to copy them. Maybe 1 or 2 calls would go good, but then my performance would go from up here way down below where I even started. Because you can't effectively copy somebody else's sauce. And the moment you fail that route, now you're just beating yourself up like, oh, I can't do this. You need to find your own genuine, unique style that suits you. And you need to have more fun with the person you are, because nobody wants to be around a person that isn't having fun within themselves, because how the fuck are they supposed to have fun with you? It's the old adage, you can't love somebody if you don't love yourself, because there's only so much love you can give before you become bitter. With that being said, if any of these tips helped you, I need you to like the video right now, and I need you to follow, so that way I can actually talk to you again soon. Nah, it's fucking gay. Now keep in mind, if you listen to anything I've said during this video, if you take any one of these 5 points, you will automatically have a better social life. I literally guarantee it. And if you don't, let's say you try this out for a week and it doesn't work for you, I need you to come back and dislike this fucking video. Dislike this video, block the channel, I don't give a fuck what you do. But if it does work for you, I need you to come back, like it, and fucking share with one of your friends who needs this shit too. Because honestly, you people are struggling. You people are honestly struggling. It's making me sick because it's hard for me to make friends with losers. And that's what's populating the earth. So I need you guys to be a little bit more upbeat so there's more friends to go around, more cool people to grind with. Alright? That being said, it's your boy Adebayo. Be the change you wish to inspire, boys. I'm out.